going on, guys? I'm here with Mike Baranis from Stoked Athletics. I grew up skating with Mike, known him for a long time, and recently I had knee surgery, some of you guys know. And I just wanted to start taking skating seriously and try to rebuild the strength back in my legs. And yeah, started reaching out to him, and he's got his own gym. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, for sure. So, like Chad said, I co-own Stoked Athletics, which is really a personal training gym for what we call the active adults. So we train anybody from people like Chad who are skateboarders or pro wrestlers, or people who mountain bike, rock climb, or anybody who just wants to be fit and be strong in a cool environment. So yeah, Chad reached back out. I'm super hyped to work with him. I work with a ton of other skaters as well, just helping them, anything from rehabbing an injury after they're cleared to just getting ready or just working on nagging injuries and just being stronger so they could skate better.
Yeah, I've honestly never went to a gym my entire life before I reached out to him, and now it's been 2 months, and I'm
killing
just feel incredible on the board, much stronger, popping higher and easier. So yeah, we got a little couple of exercises we put together for you guys if you want to start doing the same thing. But first, Mike's got a backyard mini here, so I'm gonna warm up the legs a little bit. Oh my God. You good? That was close. Alright guys, Mike's gonna try to learn his first blunt rock to fakie. Get it? Here we go. Do it. You got it. Yo! That was it. Got that. Oh yeah, that's awesome. All right, just finished our warm-up mini ramp session. Now we're back at Stoked Athletics. Before we get into anything, I just want you to explain a little bit on why you think someone needs to work out or should work out.
Yeah, right on. So our whole thing here, and if you go to our website, we have it right on the front page there, which is life rules, and when you could do more with your body, life rules even more. And I would hate to see somebody live a life where they're missing out on more adventure and more sports or just hobbies or whatever because their body can't handle the demands of either life or whatever the sport is at hand. So we truly believe that everybody should be working out.
So how would these exercises benefit someone like me or a skateboarder or anyone really?
Yeah, right on. So I want to start by saying that there's a demand being put on the body with anything that you're doing, and I don't want people to think that this is sport specific. I don't like that term. Usually it's used as marketing, but this is demand specific. So we look at what are the demands placed on the body during skateboarding, how can we replicate or even just use exercises to improve upon how our body receives those demands so that we can overcome them and just either not get beat up as much or get better at skateboarding just because we're stronger, more resilient, more flexible, etc. At first it might feel like, holy shit, I don't know if I could curse on here, but yeah. But when you first start, you're like, oh my God, am I gonna get too sore that I can't skate? And at first, yeah, you probably will. But over time, as your body gets more used to it, you're not getting as beat up anymore from the workouts, and instead your body's learning to take on that demand and adapt to it and just become stronger and overall more resilient, like I was saying. So the first exercise we're going to go over, basically all the exercises today I want to show you are lower body and core movements. The first one's going to be a split squat. So let's get down on one knee here. I want you facing forward. We're going to start body weight, and I'll take you through a few different variations. So go ahead and drop on your knee. I want your front foot a little bit more forward out in front of you. Okay. And we're really looking for a good 90-90 here, like Chad has.
All right, cool.
So from that position, just go ahead and stand up, keeping your feet where they are. Good. And then back down. And we're going to do this for 8 to 12 reps. So notice that Chad is kind of keeping his weight over his front foot. His stand on his back toe. He's not pushing his heel back down. This is all good things that we want to see. If this is getting easy for you in that 8 to 12 rep range, go ahead and stay here for a second. We're going to load up with what we call a goblet. So we take a kettlebell, we hold it by the handle, we keep it tight to our chest, and we repeat that same motion. So 8 to 12 reps. You could work this all the way up until it becomes hard to hold there, because at some point your upper body might take more of the beating of just holding the weight. And when that happens, I want you to put that kettlebell in your left hand at your side. And then we're gonna give you another one here. Alright, go ahead. And now we can kind of load it a little bit more, keeping the weight under us at our side. So it's not really taxing our upper body anymore, but we're able to get more load onto that lower body. So the next one we're going to go over is a power movement. And whenever we're doing power movements, we want to try to get them done before any of the strength movements we're doing. We're typically going to see this in like a 5 to 8 rep range. So we're starting with what's called a vert jump, and we're going to go through 3 progressions. So the first one that I want to see you do, I want you to get down into the starting position. So your hands back, knees are bent, butt's back as well. So hold that position. From there, I want you to jump up as high as you can, and then try to land back into that same position. Good. Again. Start back down there. Good. And one more to stay there and go. Good. Notice though we didn't move our hands on that one. I still want you to move your hands with it.
All right, cool.
So this is exactly what we're teaching. We're just teaching the body to be powerful and just to have that conversation between our hands and our hips on how to move. Once we get that done, we're going to kind of ramp up the complexity a little bit. So instead of starting from this position, we're going to start nice and tall, hands up. Okay. Snap down into that position, jump, and land back down. This is going to allow us to use the elasticity, Jesus Christ, of our muscles to swing down, jump up, stick. Good. Again, start up tall. That's all right. Good. What matters is just control. Give me one more, nice and tall, hands up, snap, jump. Good. And then going on that same thing, that stretch reflex idea of elasticity of our muscles and all the things in our body here, we want to kind of work through that and get into the next one, which is a repeat vert jump. So once you get that down, again, 5 to 8 reps, see how it feels. This can be over the course of a workout or even over the course of a couple months as you're working on it. But we want to get back into now getting in and out of the jumps as quickly as possible. So not sticking at the bottom anymore. Okay. Try to do 5 in a row with that same power and control. All right. Yep, all the way up. That's it. Yeah, that's perfect, dude. All right. And same thing, you can see how that one's a little bit more tiring because you have to take that impact every time and get it right back up there. And as you progress through it, maybe you start doing 5 reps one week, and then you do 6 reps the next week, up to 8. You do that for about 3 sets. All right, so this next guy is going to help out with your ankle and ankle strength. You know, you're doing a lot of flicking. You want to make sure that you have that control, and also that you're just not rolling your ankle every time that you're falling a certain way. So what we're going to do here is sit at the end of a bench here. You can put anything under your knee, like a sweatshirt, backpack. We have a rolled up yoga mat. And then what I'm going to do here is put a kettlebell on Chad's foot. You could also use, if you have a bag with some cans in it, anything at home, this would work fine.
How much is that?
This is 15 pounds.
All right.
Beefy tip here. So we're gonna stick it on here, and what I wanna see Chad do is if you could just like lengthen your leg out a little bit and then drop your toe and then bring it back up. And we're gonna try to do this for a little bit of a higher rep range because we see so much activity down here that I think sometimes the higher rep ranges will just get a little bit more adaptation out of it. So if you want to try to like stabilize everything here, you don't want to be moving this too much, and it's really just the foot going. You feel that all up in here.
Yeah, it's much harder when you're not moving.
But thank you. This is great for, you know, controlling those flicks, controlling just like our ankles not rolling as much, all that stuff. How's that burn?
It's good. It's nice. I won't be able to skate in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. No, that was perfect, man. And then last thing is just, this one would be more towards the end of a workout after we've kind of hit all the strength already. With our split squat, we were working more of like the front of the leg muscles. For this guy, we still want to be like single leg because skateboarding is your 2 legs are just doing 2 different things. So what I want to focus more on is the back muscles now, like your hamstring and your glutes. Okay. So this is called a single leg RDL, and we're going to start with a bodyweight version where you're just reaching your hands out and coming back. So go ahead, get onto one leg. We're going to move this out of the way for now.
No weight?
No weight for now.
Cool.
We're going to go single leg. We're going to slightly bend that front leg, and I want you to reach that leg back, so reach that right heel back and stick your hands forward to counterbalance. Good, come back up, squeeze your glute as you come back up. You can kickstand it down so you can stabilize there, yep. And now go back, reach, and come back up. And Chad's doing great here, just keep repping it out. Notice his shin isn't going so forward. He is keeping it pretty perpendicular with the ground so that his hips could set back more. He's reaching forward to counterbalance so that you keep reaching those hips back. And then his torso just looks nice and control. There's not really a lot of rounding in there. You feel that all in this hamstring right
Oh
here?
yeah, I got weak hamstrings. Yeah.
This is one that, you know, just super helpful for just, again, control, helping the knee out. Come back up, squeeze. Good. Same thing actually with this 8 to 12 rep range. Once it becomes easy, we're gonna start loading it. One of the exercises you have in your program right now is this next variation, where to load it, I want you holding the weight in the hand opposite of the working leg.
Okay.
So here, and then come back up. Give that a try.
Let's do it.
So because the weight is in the opposite hand of the working leg, so actually you're gonna be doing the right leg, or in this case, now your left leg.
Yeah, there you go. Cool.
So now his body wants to turn all the way down here, but because all the muscles in his core and torso aren't letting him, he's able to stay nice and tight. Keep that bell actually close to that front leg. Yeah, that'll allow you to sit the hips back. Yeah, a little bit more. Good, and you feel that even more in the hamstrings and glutes.
Yep, I'm feeling it.
And then rest for a second for me. And then it's the same thing. Oh, we're talking about here.
Yeah, you're good.
And it's the same thing as the split squat where, now let's pick both those guys up.
All right.
Same thing, get nice and tight there. Reach that right heel back and up. Good.
I think my surgery leg's getting stronger than my regular leg from all the rehab and stuff.
It's not uncommon that people focus a lot more on that rehabbing leg, and that will happen. Our goal here is obviously just try to get them as close in the ballpark as possible.
Yeah.
All right, so this next one is gonna be called the quarter get up. And what we're working on, you know, skateboarding is just a very rotational sport. We want control of our rotations. This is working the part of our core that helps with that. So I want you laying on your back.
All right.
We're gonna bend our right knee. Good, because our right knee is bent, our right arm's gonna go up.
All right.
To the ceiling. Very good. And then we're gonna have this leg and this arm come off the body around 45 degrees. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, where's this one going?
So make it like parallel with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then go palm down with it. Perfect. So we're going to make a fist here. I want you to get stiff. Make a fist. Good. Imagine we have some weight in this hand.
Cool.
You're going to roll up onto that elbow and reach this fist up to the ceiling.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Good. But you see how they come back up for me?
Yeah.
Imagine we have weight. We want to keep this raising up. So come all the way up and hold. Good. Hold this position up top. And then I want you to slowly control down. Good. Find that control. Come back up. Push. Slowly control down. Now once we want to start loading it, open your hand up. I'm going to slide this guy on there.
All
Good.
right.
Keep it stiff. I want knuckles up to the ceiling.
All right.
Good. Same thing. Reach up. Slowly control. Yeah. Big breath in. Reach up. Breathe out as you come back down. Hell yeah.
Nice.
We're gonna look for like 6 to 10 reps here. Again, this is a great core movement. If you have weight, keep trying to load it over time. And if not, go get some.
All right, cool. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed those 5 exercises. Huge thanks to Mike for bearing with me trying to get through those exercises. Is there anything you want to say before we close out?
Yeah, so if you're watching this video, you're a human. You should be working out no matter what. Even if you're not skateboarding, if you are skateboarding, you should definitely work out because there's a lot of demands placed on your body while skateboarding and you want to be able to do it for the long run. So if you guys have any questions, if you're on Long Island, feel free to stop by Stoked Athletics. You could have a free week here to try it out. But if you're not and you just have some questions, you could always shoot me a message either on Instagram. I'm there at the Stoked Brogy, or you could check me out or just message me, on email.
Cool.
Check me out.
Yeah, I'll put all his info in the description, and yeah, you guys can leave a comment, any questions you got, and I'll make sure we get an answer for you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, cool. Thanks for watching, guys.
Later.